Hi YouTube, it's Maddie Makes, and we're here with another video today. We're gonna make some gumbo. It's around the new year, so I thought that I usually make gumbo around the new year, and so we're gonna show you how I make it. This was a recipe passed on to me from one of my, well, it's my dearest friend, her mom. She passed this recipe on to me. And so I'm going to share it with you today, okay? So I'm going to try and show you what we have going on. There's a lot of things here on the table today for the recipe, okay? So the first thing you see here is our sausage. I used andouille and Cajun sausage. I will tell you that I have taken some of the pre-steps because this is already a long process, so I did some of the pre-work. All I did was slice this up into little pieces, and I browned it a little bit, okay? I put a little oil in the pan, not more than 2 tablespoons, and I browned it. And I have about 2 pounds of the smoked sausage. And then we're just gonna go down the line here. I have about 2 cups of green pepper chopped up, really little pieces. I have a 1.5 cups of onion, and then I have here about 1/2 cup of celery, but in total it's going to be, I'm going to add, this was 1 stalk, I'm going to add 2 more stalks of celery chopped up the same way, okay? The next thing that we have here, let's just move over. You know, I'm not the best videographer, so forgive me, YouTube. I know you guys are pros, but I'm not all that great at it, okay? Sorry for the noise. I have a video for some of these other things. I have here and here some chicken stock and some shrimp stock. I did do separate videos on how to do your own chicken stock and your own shrimp stock, okay? And in total, I have 2 quarts of chicken, 2 quarts of shrimp. All right. And then for my seasonings on the plate, just so you know, I have a 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. I have 1.5 teaspoons of Creole seasoning. I have a teaspoon of black pepper, and then I have 1.5 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. All of those are going to go into the gumbo. So moving down, we have here a can of beef broth. Up here, I'll get it for you. We have our okra with the slime fried off. I have a video on that. We have our crab legs, 2 pounds. The okra, you guys, is about 2.5 cups of okra, chopped up and fried. I have 2 pounds of shrimp. It's been shelled and deveined. And then here I have a half of a rotisserie chicken. I just pulled it apart. I have my homemade hot sauce. I only need a few drops. And I have a roux here, which is specifically for gumbo. If you notice the dark color, I also have a separate video on that. So those are all of my ingredients. We have our okra with the slime fried off. I have a video on that. We have our crab legs, 2 pounds. The okra, you guys, is about 2.5 cups of okra, chopped up and fried. I have 2 pounds of shrimp. It's been shelled and deveined. And then here I have a half of a rotisserie chicken. I just pulled it apart. I have my homemade hot sauce. I only need a few drops. And I have a roux here, which is specifically for gumbo. If you notice the dark color, I also have a separate video on that. So those are all of my ingredients. I'll go ahead and bring you back when I get to the stove. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, I already did, was added the roux. Okay, so here's my roux. And I'm just going to give it a stir. And then I'm going to add all those nice little vegetables that I cut up. The onions, the green peppers, and the celery. Okay? Smells amazing. I'm gonna add the celery. And I'm gonna let that go about 2 minutes. And then I'll bring you back and we'll see what else we need to add. I'm gonna add the celery. And I'm gonna let that go about 2 minutes. And then I'll bring you back and we'll see what else we need to add. So you guys, the one thing I forgot to put on my list of ingredients is garlic. So you need about 3 cloves of garlic chopped up finely, okay? And that's what I have. So I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm gonna continue to stir and I'll bring you back. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to add my chicken stock and my shrimp stock, all right? That's the next step. Okay, you guys, so I have added my shrimp stock, I added my chicken stock, I'm gonna add my beef broth, and then you guys, I am going to let this hang out for about 30 minutes and then I'll bring you back. I'm gonna put a lid on it and bring you back after 30 minutes. Okay, YouTube, so here we are after 30 minutes. We have our right on time for you guys. We have our gumbo boiling for you. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken and the sausage and I'll bring you back for a pic. Okay, you guys, I am back and I did add the chicken and the sausage. As you can see, oh, did I get some? Let me bring it up for you. See the chicken and the sausage there? I did add that. Okay, I am going to let this hang out for another 30 minutes and we'll see where we're at and I'll bring you back. Okay, you guys, our gumbo is looking good. This is after the 30-minute mark, so we're in about an hour. Now, remember those seasonings we had, the garlic powder, the Creole seasoning? I'm going to go ahead now and add those, and I'm going to let it rip for about another 15 minutes before I add my seafood. I'll bring you back. Hey, you guys, so as you can see, I added all my seasonings, and I'm going to add a few dabs of that hot sauce, and I'll bring you back. Hey, YouTube family. So, as you can see, our gumbo has made great progress, and some folks might think it's a little thick, and we may add water at the end, but for now, I don't feel like I need any water, okay? So with that said, we're gonna add our last 2 ingredients. That's going to be the shrimp, which I'm gonna add right now. And the shrimp are not gonna take more than probably, my dears, not more than, 4 minutes, okay? They really just need to cook through. And then the other thing we're gonna add is our crab legs. We're gonna just put these in here and let them do what they do. I'm not gonna cover it back up because if I do, it's gonna boil over and flood all over to the stove. So I'm just gonna put these pieces in here, give it that flavor, and let it all get hot. Yep. See how full it is? It's at the rim, you guys. I can't add any more. Although I still need to add the okra. So we're gonna let this boil down a little bit and then I'll bring you back. This is the very last thing is the okra. And that's just because it was already cooked, right? So I'm gonna add that and I'm gonna turn off the fire because the okra's cooked. It doesn't need any help. I'm gonna do some good stirs and then I'm gonna wait for the rice to get done and I'm gonna serve it up. So I'll show you a bowl when I get back. This is my final product, and she didn't wait for me to put the gumbo filet on there, but that's okay because she's just greedy, y'all. If I were you, I would sprinkle a little gumbo filet on there, and I do it after the fact because the person who, the old friend who taught me how to make this, she said that when you have gumbo filet with sassafras in it, that when you reheat, you can't, it won't taste good. So I add this at the end. How did it taste?
Good.
Very good, or a little good, or what?
Very good.
Very good. Okay, y'all. Thank you for watching Maddie Makes. This is my version of gumbo. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.